Hello, Aquarius. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you for being in this space with me. If you don't know me, my name is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, and my channel is Wow Oracle. Well, Aquarius, today I'm here to do your weekly energy reading for the week of May 10th through May 16th. Now, normally I would get into this big long spiel of how the reading's going to go, but I'm going to go ahead and just get right into it, and I'll just explain it as we go along, okay? So first and foremost, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be tapping into Archangel Metatron's energy to see what it is he'd like to talk to you about. See, I have this deck here, and this is called the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle. It is an amazing oracle deck by Ellis. So, I had originally bought this oracle deck for myself. It is a very spiritual deck. But I feel like with everything going on in the world right now, everything that's happening, we're being asked to really look at ourselves, to really assess that internal self that we have disregarded for so long because of all the hustle and bustle and the busyness of life and everything that we have to do. So it's been laid upon my heart to share this deck with you, because what Archangel Metatron does is he really gets into the feels. He gets into the feels of what's going on internally within us and externally. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull one card from this deck to see what's going on with you right now and what it is Archangel Metatron would like to talk to you about, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, Archangel Metatron, what messages do you have for my Aquarius, my Aquas, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of May 10th through May 16th? What is it that you'd like to talk to my Aquas about? My Aquas, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of May 10th through May 16th. Okay, Aquas. So what Archangel Metatron would like to bring to your attention is review and reflection. Time out needed. So with this card, immediately what I feel and what I see is that there's some area in your life, something in your life that you need to reassess. It's almost like you need to take some time out to reflect on where it is you are now, what it is you conquered, and who it is you've become. And be gratuitous for that. Have gratitude for what spirits help you to do in your life up to this point. So what we're going to do now, Aquas, is we're going to go ahead and grab the book and read the description from the book. Like I said, Ellis made this amazing oracle deck where she was really able to channel into Archangel Metatron's exact messages. So we're going to go ahead and read that. So give me 1 second to pull that up. Alright, here it is. It says, card number 2 links to the moon, our subconscious self, the feminine energy, illumination, and reflection. Just as action is required at times in life, so is the need to stand back and review and reflect. Balance comes from learning that both are important and serve each other well. Success comes from not rushing or trying to be first, but in taking time to plan, review, and create strategy to achieve your goals and desires. You're at a time right now when you are urged to momentarily stop and see how far you've come. The path of the wise one is to know when energy needs to be conserved, when to stop and take a breath, and when it's time for reflection. Take a moment to look back and appreciate the difference between who you were a year ago and who you are today. Are you satisfied with your progress? Do you feel content with how things are? Do you notice the changes in yourself and your own evolution? Look at the landscape from whence you have come, the people who shaped you, the experiences along the way, the thoughts and feelings from your past that have created this moment and who you are now. Appreciate all of this. All served you. What did the past teach you? What have you gained or perhaps lost? See all of it, however difficult, as part of life's rich tapestry, each aspect forming the fabric of your life. You may be asked to look back and forgive or accept something you have found challenging. Or you may be asked to reach out in friendship to those who have lost touch with you. As you look back, Metatron will show you what it is now that requires attention. Visualize yourself beside a pool of fresh water and notice where your attention wanders, maybe to a past event or person, and allow that now. Feel what you're supposed to feel and allow insight and healing to come to you. Link into your heartbeat, Aquas, and allow it to match that of the earth. Connect with the still waters of the pool in front of you and allow the water within your own emotional body to be calm. Aquas, all is well. As you pause, review, and reflect. The full moon reflected in the pool is supporting you to do this, and to feel the truth of her feminine silvery light. This lunar experience will also help you get deeper in touch with your innermost feelings and desires, and rest a while in her soft embrace. The moon rules your subconscious, and so allow her to still that within you, to recall moments that you have yet to properly processed or remembered. This may include recalling moments in this life that you have buried or failed to accept, and review of past lives. There is no rush, just a gentle, slow pace. Time stops and allows you to spend a sacred moment reflecting on all that was, all that is, and all that can be. So yes, so immediately when I get here, and what I'm feeling here now for you, Aquas, is that it's time for you to review and to reflect and see where it is you are now than where you were a year ago. What has changed? What's different? What can you be thankful for, and what can be changed? Okay, Aquas, so now what we're going to go and do is we're going to jump right into your energy part of your reading. So we're going to be using the tarot to do that. So we're going to be looking at, like all the energies coming your way this week. The positive, the negative, the grounding, the opening energies. How to deal with all those energies coming your way and that such. Okay? So first and foremost, what we're going to look at is the energies to keep you grounded this week, Aquas. And the energies to help you be more open. So Spirit, what energies are going to help to keep my Aquas grounded this week? And what energies are going to help them to be more open? Alright, Aqua, so what we have is we have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so immediately I feel a lot of air energy here. So it could be that you have a lot of air energy around you. Maybe some Libra. Or some, actually, I feel what this is. This is you really showing off your own reading. Because you are an air sign. You are an air sign. So let's go ahead and dive deep into what these cards are talking about here. So, first and foremost, what we're looking at is the energies to keep you grounded. And with that, we have the Eight of Swords. So, normally the Eight of Swords is about feeling restricted, about feeling bound, about feeling like you can't move forward. But what I feel what this is trying to say to you is that, yes, it is a time for a bit of restriction. It's a time to pause, a time to take some time out, to really reassess and relook at things in your life, being able to reevaluate everything around you and seeing everything for what it truly is. So it's like, there's a lot of isolation is going on right now in the world. It's just about you being open to new perspectives. And you taking that time out to see those new perspectives, those new things that are flowing into your life. Because what I see here is you have changed a lot. You have changed a lot in your recent past. A lot of things have changed for you in your recent past. Big, grandiose events that have really thrusted you in a different direction than you've ever gone before. Now, as far as the energies to be more open this week, we have that Five of Swords energy. So yeah, this is about you being open to that change. Being open to that change and no longer allowing conflict and tension and defeat to be in your life, but really having that win. Winning at all costs, beating the odds. So this week, be open to that change. Allow that change to flow into your life while taking that time to pause and reflect. To see exactly where it is you are in your life path and where it is you're going. Okay, Aqua, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the positive energies coming in for you this week. As well as what negative energy may be coming in for you this week. Because we live in a world of polarity, and we have to look at both sides of the spectrum to see how we can best make our way through our week with everything coming our way. Alright? So Spirit, what are the positive energies coming in for my Aquas this week? Oh, there they are right there. And what are the negative energies coming in for them? Let's go ahead and pull out that negative energy card before we flip that positive one. Alright, so what we have here is we have the Page of Cups. Nice. And we have the Devil card. Okay, so with this Page of Cups energy, I feel like you are seeing the synchronistic signs. You are getting internal messages from your intuition, from your higher power, telling you what it is you need to do in your life right now. But what I feel is happening here is I feel like there's some sort of a creative beginning coming in for you. Something new, something grandiose, something that is going to really propel you forward on your path. But what Spirit's asking you to do is before this can happen, you need to take that time to reflect, take time to meditate, take time out for you and only you. Bring some self-love in so that you can really tap into those messages coming into you from your higher self. So I see that that's what's happening this week for you in the positive senses. You really are tapping into that intuitive side of yourself. Okay, Aquas? Now, as far as the negative energies coming in for you this week, unfortunately we do have the Devil card. This could be some Capricorn energy. There could be a Capricorn around you, or it could be beneficial to see where Capricorn is in your chart. That could give you some insight. But what I'm feeling from this card immediately, Aquarius, I'm sorry. What I'm feeling immediately, Aquarius, is that you're still feeling stuck. You're still feeling bonded to the way you were in the past. Maybe there's some addictions you haven't released yet. Or, like I said, there could just be like maybe a relationship you haven't released yet. That relationship could very well have to do with the Capricorn. But if not, I feel like you're still being very bonded to the past, still being held back, not being able to break free, even though that's exactly what's here for you. It's almost like you need to release an older sense of yourself so that a new sense of self can arise. It's like a chapter of your life is over. A chapter of your life is over, but it was meant to end. It's not a bad ending. It's a positive ending. And it's time for you to break free into a new chapter, but I see that you're still having some issues with that this week. You're still having some issues breaking free from the old you. Okay, Aquas? So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at how to best invite in those positive energies, as well as how the negative energies could affect you. Alright, Spirit. So how can my Aquas best invite in the positive energies? And how might the negative energies affect them? Alright, so what we have, Aquas, is we have the Ace of Cups. Ooh, nice. And we have the Strength card. Okay, so immediately what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at how to best invite in those positive energies. And what we have here is we have the Ace of Cups. So I feel that there's some new filling of your cup coming in. There's some new spiritual awareness and awakening coming in for you. And what that's doing is it's allowing you to tap into that compassionate side of yourself, that loving side of yourself, allowing you to come from a place of creativity. Because see what we have here, like I look at that synchronicity, we have the Page of Cups, which is about creative beginnings, and then we have the Ace of Cups, which is about really tapping into that creative side of yourself. So it's like you're no longer blocking out or repressing emotions, but really allowing them to flow in for you is going to be the best way that you can allow this newness to come in for you. So it's like, I feel that when you're going to be pausing and reflecting, you might begin to cry. You may begin to feel overwhelmed. But that's necessary at this point so that you can release those old internal blockages that are keeping you from moving forward. It's like Spirit is coming in and refilling your cup with love and compassion and creativity so you can move forward. Okay? Now, as far as how those negative energies can affect you, we have the Strength card. And with that Strength card, it could be very well that there's a Leo in your midst. There could be a Leo in your midst that's kind of still holding you back as well. Maybe it's a mix of a Leo and a Capricorn here. But it could just also be that Leo energy in you, that fire energy in you. You know what I'm saying? Like that part of you that is really like fiery and passionate about life. But the problem here is that I see is that if you continue to come to this place of, one second, Lee. One second, Aquas. Yeah, I'm starting to feel this energy here. I'm starting to feel this energy is that if you continue to come from this place of blockages, and this place from addictions, and this place of old bad habits, and old ways of thinking, and old ways of living, you're not going to have the strength necessary. You're not going to have the strength necessary to move forward. You're still going to be coming from a place of self-doubt and internal torment, not being able to move forward. It's almost like you're going to be feeling weak, because those bondages are still holding on tight. It's like you're trying to shake free from them, but the shackles are still so tight on you that you don't have the strength to break free from those. So watch out for that energy this week, okay, Aquas? Watch out for those addictions that are still trying to hold you back, and really take that time to review and reflect so you can release them. So now what we're going to do, Aquas, is we're going to look at the benefit of the positive energies coming in for you this week. And we're going to look at how to best overcome the negative challenges. So, Spirit, what are the benefits of the positive energies coming in from my Aquas this week? And how can they best overcome the negative challenges? Alright, so what we have here, Aquas, is we have the Five of Wands. And we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so first and foremost, what we're going to look at is we're going to look at the benefit of the positive energies, and that's that Five of Wands energy. So I feel this week, if you can listen to the messages coming in from your internal self, if you could take that time to pause and reflect and refill your cup, you'll have so much more strength to hold tightly to what it is you believe in, to what it is that is important to you, fighting for those things and having that victory. It's like you're avoiding some sort of conflict, some sort of, diversity in maybe your family life or in your romantic life or in your work life. Maybe, in the past you felt very much different than everyone else. But this week I see that you're going to be breaking free from that if you can really allow this new creative beginnings to come in for you. Knowing exactly where it is you want to go, knowing exactly where it is you need to be, no longer listening to the naysayers or to the people trying to fight for the same thing that you have. But this is about you moving forward into what you want and what you need and having that victory, whilst keeping and holding true and dear to what's important to you and releasing what's no longer serving you. Now, as far as how to best overcome those negative challenges, we have the Four of Swords here. And with that Four of Swords, look at the synchronicity here. It's all about the review and reflection, because the Four of Swords, that's my contemplation card. That is my recuperation card. That is my card that speaks about looking at everything in our life, reevaluating everything in our life, and seeing what's necessary and what's not. So I see that this week, if you could take that time in review and reflection, take that time out needed to see where you are and see what you no longer need and see where you no longer are and see how you've grown, that you will be able to understand the addictions and the blockages and the bondages that are holding you back. And then you will then have the strength to move forward. You will have that sense of self, that confidence necessary to move forward. Okay, Aquas? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and look at the overall impact of the energies coming at you this week. So Spirit, what is the overall energies? What is the overall impact of the energies, positive and negative, for my Aquas this week? My Aquas, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Ooh, okay. So what we have here is we have the Four of Cups. So that's what flipped out. So let me just tap into this energy for a second. Let me see what it is it's trying to tell me about your week. Okay, so yeah. We have 3 contemplation cards here now. That is so interesting. So really, right now, what Spirit is really trying to tell you, and I mean, they can't tell you any more than this now. You are being totally told right now exactly what it is you need to do. And that is really just taking that time out. Like, I can't say it anymore. You need to take that time out to review and reflect where you are now, from where you were a year ago, where you were 6 months ago, where you were 5 years ago, and see the change and see the growth that you've made. And reevaluate the areas of your life that you still feel a little murky with, and start to do that work on those areas. So you can really release what is no longer serving you, really releasing that self-restriction and those bondages that have held you back. And having the serious strength to do it. Because, I mean, we have, like I said, we have 3 contemplation cards here. We have the review and reflect. We have the Four of Swords, which is about contemplation. And then we have the Four of Cups, which is about contemplation and meditation. So maybe that's true, too. Maybe you need to spend some time in meditation this week, okay? And, there's lots of beautiful meditations on YouTube. A lot of visualized meditations. A lot of guided meditations. It might be very beneficial for you in this week of the year for you to really do that. It maybe give you that time needed to really take that time for yourself whilst blocking everything out from around you. So it's like you really need to take that time. And I don't mean take that time when you're sitting with friends to reevaluate. No. You need to take time by yourself, completely alone, where you are able to block everything out so that you can understand better how your life is going, how your life is flowing, and which direction it's headed. Okay, Aquas? So that's your energy reading for this week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more little thing here. So I had started this originally for Taurus. Okay? But I found it kind of fun. So I've been, kind of doing it for every sign through the weeks here. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to focus in on a particular question. Something in your life that you need an answer to or you need some guidance in. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the Aboriginal Dreaming Totems. I'm going to be shuffling them 3 times. I'm going to be pulling 3 cards. The first card is going to be circumstances surrounding this question. The second card is going to be some guidance the Spirit has for you in regards to this question. And the third card will be that outcome if you take that advice. Okay? So what I want you to do right now is I really want you to focus in and send that energy to me. And understand, okay? I want you to also understand that energy is not linear. It's fluid. So no matter when you think about this question, no matter when you watch this video, know that that energy is being delivered to me right now to give you the answer that you deserve and the answer that you need. Okay? So please go ahead and focus in on that. Focus in on that question right now as I shuffle the cards. Really focus all your energy into the question. Alright, Spirit, what guidance do you have for my Aquas? My Aquas, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in regards to the question they're asking right now. Okay, so the first one that fell out, we're going to go ahead and pull that as an extra card. But let's get the actual cards, okay? We'll read that one in just a second. So as far as the circumstances surrounding your question, we have exhaustion. And it says, long and challenging as this journey is, it is worth the struggle. The results are long-term and worth every sacrifice made along the way. So I think this is very synchronistic about this reading too. You know, this is talking about life is a challenging journey. But it's time for us to, you know, understand that struggle is necessary so that we can move forward. So I just see that you're feeling very tired. You're feeling very tired about this thing you're asking about. It is taking a lot of your energy. But Spirit wants you to know that it's worthwhile. It's worthwhile. And it's going to be beneficial for you in the long run. Now, as far as some guidance surrounding this question we have caution. It says, there's no truth behind this farce. Be wary of smoke and mirrors. Look closer and the illusion will soon melt away, revealing a sanctuary where only truth remains. So, I also feel that whatever it is you're asking about, you're not really seeing the truth for what it is. Someone is putting up some smoke and mirrors. Now, this could be you. This could be some self-imposed smoke and mirrors, not allowing yourself to see the truth. But it could very well be that there's someone around you who is also making these smoke and mirrors. And you're not seeing the truth for where it really is. You're not seeing where the truth really lies. And it's almost like it has you confused. So I see you being very confused about what it is you're asking about. But Spirit's asking you to keep caution. Keep cautious with this. Really dive deep. Really dive deep and get to the heart of the matter. Okay? Now, as far as some, as far as the outcome in regards to this guidance, we have richness. Ooh. Search further. Just like I said, it's time for you to dig deep. Search further. The deeper you explore this issue, the more truth you'll find. It will be well worth the effort. So we have 2 things saying that it'll be worth the effort. Okay? And then we also have something about the smoke and mirrors. But see, what I was seeing with that smoke and mirrors is that you need to really dive deep. Dive deep and really dig deeper into this situation. And then right there, it's very synchronistic. We got that right after that. It says search further. The deeper you explore this, the more truth you will find. So I feel you're on a path to truth here. You're on a path to serious truth, and you're going to have that truth. But, you know, we did get one more card that flew out. Now, this may be in regards to this. It may not, but I'm going to go ahead and read what it says. And we have indifference. It says, some things are worth worrying over, but this one isn't one of them. Let go of the situation and reclaim the happiness that has been stolen from you via these past events. So yeah, I feel like this actually goes in regards to the reading and not really to this question here. Because, you know, with this review and reflection, I was talking about it's time for you to release certain things in your life. It's time for you to release certain things that have held you back and held you bonded. And that's exactly what this is talking about. It's talking about you reclaiming the power that's been lost. You reclaiming the power over things that have held you in the past. Okay, Aquas? So, those are your messages for this week. I hope they resonated. If they did, please comment below. Let me know. I love to read anything you guys have to say. And if you're new to my channel, please click, like, subscribe. Share this video with anybody you feel needs to hear it. Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help people on a path to prosperity. Okay? So I just want to say thank you to all my Aquas for being with me in this space. It is a truly loving experience. Thank you so much. And this is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, signing off from WoW Oracle, saying I'll see you next week. Okay, Aquas? Much love from me to you. Namaste.